On live. Here we are.
I am so excited I can't even stand it. Seriously. The government gets up there and it spews their lies. And you're just, Todd gets up. Oh my word, you guys. That man told from his heart. He told the truth. The truth was told today in the court by Todd. He was amazing.
He was amazing.
Amazing.
Wow.
He told his story, how simple it was, how he had come just that night before. Oh my goodness. I mean, seriously, I wish I could just tell the whole,
Well, tell the whole thing.
I just don't even know how to put it in words.
You got 500 people watching right now. Tell the whole thing.
Seriously, America, if the truth can be told as Todd has told it, as we all have been praying for, there is no guilt in these great men and women that stood. There is no guilt. They were there as American citizens standing for what was right. And Todd told it.
Wow.
He just said, how could we stand back when we see a grandmother be knocked to the ground? How could we stand back when we don't even know these people and see that our First Amendment area, this little fenced-in area? He said, how could we stand back when Davy was knocked down and arrested for taking pictures? How could we stand back when Ammon was tased? He says, those are 4 things we come for. We knew nobody. We stood as people should in America. Come on.
Wow.
I mean, he was just, I'm so thankful. I am so thankful.
Wow.
Because that has been my prayer, and all of yours is that truth will be told. Was told.
Fantastic.
Stephen's lawyer went too, and he did really, really good too. But Todd just, he did it.
He did it.
He told the story, and it was humble, and it was simple, and he did step by step what he was thinking, why he came. Everything was just beautiful. And at the end, he said, I went down to Bunkerville to protect my civil rights and yours. And he said, that is the reason I went. And that's how he ended. And it was...
Hallelujah.
It was amazing. I actually seen some tears in some of the jurors.
The jurors.
And
that is a good sign.
And he was just so humble and just beautiful.
He had our Heavenly Father Spirit with him. There's just no doubt.
Wow.
Seriously. Oh,
wow.
It's been a wonderful day so far. I am so excited. Are you as excited? No, I'm
Freedom!
But the other question I Eric decided to not because he didn't
does their whole case. He's going to have an opening right for the and some of the things I want to bring up, let's talk about some injustices. In there, they showed the picture of the 5 guys and they left that on the screen the entire time the entire time that they were talking, the 30 minutes or whatever, they had their picture up there. You know, they went through their slideshow and they ended with that picture, and that stayed up there the entire time they were talking. Stephen Stewart's lawyer had that first, he had a few things. First, they stricken one of Steve's videos. They said, no, you can't play it. That before the jury came in. Then, as he's doing, and this is the marshals. The marshals have the computer, and they're clicking through his little slideshow, and the end picture on his slideshow was the First Amendment area. And they got that up there, and they took it down within a minute.
Oh, wow. You can see the injustice.
They left the picture, the computer screen blank the entire time he was talking. But the time the government was talking, they had the picture of those guys with their guns, all 6 of them cut out. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all on that screen the entire time. But they would not leave that amendment area picture up for the time that they talked. And that's an injustice.
That's biased. Yeah. That is so biased.
Like I said, the government was just, lie. But, I wondered why,
I was so frustrated after that.
Yeah. Well, and I was writing notes, you know, so much that I didn't really notice, but I did notice that, boy, they was flipping through these guys, you know, where the government's, man, they wanted that picture to be in the jury's face, you know, eyes and memories. But you know what? I think Todd just slapped it all down. Is how I feel.
You know, that's what they did up there in Oregon when they paraded all those guns out there, and those guns were plants. I was there there for a full month. I did not see one Woodstock SKS in 1 month. Yeah. Those were all planted guns.
Yeah. Well, hell, according to Gary Hunt, the one guy that was running the whole shebang was an informant, and he was trying to press everybody into the gun.
John Kilman.
But that's I mean, if you're in there, you see the terrible lies, the injustice, the things that they zone in on, you know, the government. But then you guys, to see a man stand up there being his own lawyer and simply tell the truth of American citizen that will stand firm on our rights. I mean, I was so impressed. I was, and I'm so thankful.
Brought the light. His truth brought light into the courtroom. It didn't. Yeah. You could tell the evil and the darkness and the bias, but as soon as he started speaking truth, there was light.
That is fantastic.
That's what we felt, and like I said, I'm sure you felt different because you see the injustice. But
I live the injustice.
Right, you do. You live it every day. Yeah. Every day. And so that evilness is just so abound. It is. But I was worried. I was worried about Eric. I thought, why? Why is it? But that's
told us last night it's because, you know, they're going to forget a lot of the statements after the government comes out their case for weeks, and that's when he's going to stand up and tell his story.
Yeah. Well, and that's awesome.
They need a little refresher before we go. You know,
Absolutely.
We need a little clearing of the clouds that the government is going to put over this, because they sure have a way of spinning the truth.
It's an art form with them. It's an art form.
Oh, they have it down to an art.
Oh, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's saying
down to an art.
And it's maddening. It's absolutely maddening.
To hold we're together while they're spewing those lies is just. I can only imagine. I mean, because, you know,
and you got to sit through that, and you got to listen to that garbage.
And you can't.
I know you can't. No expression, no nothing, or they throw you out.
But Todd told the truth, and it made the government look who they are.
Oh, why don't you say that one more time? When I was recording, you didn't say it.
I said,
stop. Wait.
Oh. I said Todd told the truth that brought the light, like Tara said, back into the courtroom, and it really did make the government look stupid and evil.
That was Todd Engel.
Todd Engel, yeah.
He crushed it.
He did. I could not be more thankful.
He was so believable.
I wished I knew more about Todd. I know he's from Idaho. I've seen his pictures.
He stated that he had just had back surgery.
Wow, okay.
And he was down with his back.
Okay.
And then he started seeing this stuff come through.
Yeah.
On the TV, he said, I knew nothing. I didn't know where. He said, I knew nothing about ranching. I didn't know nothing about Bunkerville. I didn't know where Mesquite is. He says, and he didn't know what the BLM was. But he didn't even recognize that until. But he said the first thing is when he seen Davy knocked down and arrested, and then of course Margaret slammed down by BLM agent from the back, a grandmother, you know.
And then Ammon getting tased.
And then and then of that First Amendment zone.
Yes.
How dare they put us in a little cage saying that's the only place we can talk?
Where's that sign?
Right there. But he
hey, Greg.
Greg's got it.
Bring that sign back up here, would you, please? And I want everybody to see what she's talking about.
Know, I think what the American people need to look, this sign. What does this mean to you? Does this mean that you can only be in a little fenced area?
Right.
Have your view, your rights? Yes. Absolutely not. As an American, this means that we have the right to free speech.
Yep.
It's our right to stand for what we believe in. But to the government, this means that we can put you in a little cage and you're not supposed to get out of it until anybody else next to you.
Well, once you lose the First Amendment right, you lose everything.
Well, if I may take that a step further, I'm a veteran, Skipper's a veteran, I'm a combat veteran, Skipper's a veteran.
David is. We all took an oath of the Constitution. Same as all these old peoples up here, all these DHS, Metro, state, federal. They took an oath of the Constitution. The Constitution goes from border to border, from coast to coast. Once again, I was interviewed Review Journal. I didn't come up for the Bundys, the rich, quote-unquote, landowner barons. I came up because of this sign. I'm coming and I took an oath to the Constitution. That oath never expires.
Right.
Unlike them, this is the Constitution right here.
And this is what impresses me, that it's men like you and women like you that come because of this.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, it recognizes, it clarifies to me in my mind that, I mean, there is good American people here that are everyday people. We work for our living. We take care of our children. We take care of our properties. We take care of our land, and we enjoy being free. We're not going to be caged.
And how shameful is it when people see something like that and are afraid to even speak up? You know.
If I may,
go ahead.
I was the Ted Cruz chairperson. I had this at our headquarters. I like our Attorney General of Nevada, Adam Laxalt.
Adam Laxalt.
He would not take a picture with this because he said it was too political.
Too political.
He's a Navy veteran. He's a JAG officer. For a veteran, this was running our government. Too political? Wow.
Wow.
I got one word. Wow.
Yeah. I got another word, but I don't dare say it on.
Everybody knows my voice.
I don't dare say it on. I've already gotten in enough trouble. I don't want to get in any.
People wonder why
I apologize to
all
Carol
the
today.
videos in the background. There's a reason.
Freedom! Freedom!
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thanks for bringing.
There is everybody. All the 3%.
Exactly.
I got your 6. I got your back. We stand model love. Well, we got right here came from. Right here came from.
There's one.
Oh, there's one.
Give us a fist pump there, Ted. There we go.
Red, where's everybody else? We all have jobs. We know that. We all have jobs. I'm a 100% disabled veteran. We have other things. We all have. Everybody has an excuse.
Yeah.
Monty Docker, he stole his tractor trailer, came from across the country to stand. Everybody paid pennies. They got Stephen Brooks, had to pay for him to get back on a bus. Everybody gave. Everybody's got an excuse.
Well, you know what? They really missed out. You know, we had that great experience up there in Oregon, and as soon as that verdict came out, what an experience. What an experience. Yeah.
Oh, I do too. And just after seeing Todd today, I mean, that's the prayer that needs to stay in our hearts.
Yeah.
We need to pray that the truth will be told.
Well, I'd like everybody to get in on these experiences and get their butts down here or up here, wherever.
This is history. It's history. The Tea Party was a couple guys dressed as Indians. Stand up. That's all we're doing here. We're standing up.
I was thinking the very same thing.
I said that. I was quoted Review Journal. I said, where is everybody? Everybody said, well, my back hurts. Listen, I get 8 spine breaks. It ain't about me. I'm just saying everybody, and we know you got family, money, whatever it might be. If you can do it, make it here.
Make it.
Make it.
Well, and think about in history.
Or share this on Facebook. Get the word out. That's the least you can do is do it. Donate to the Bundys, to whoever. Every penny they got. I was amazed at the Bundy, the rich land baron. They didn't have central AC. I donated an air conditioner so Carol would have air conditioning in the desert. It's a little farmhouse, beautiful.
My opinion, it should be bulldozed and rebuilt. That's how it is.
No! Family home. I got one more thing to say here. So I don't know if anyone else touched on this, but before the jury came in, Eric's lawyer requested that if the government's not going to call Dan Love, we're going to call Dan Love.
Fantastic!
We're going to put Dan Love on the stand because this is where the fight begins.
Yes.
With corrupt people in high positions.
Yep.
And they're not going to call Dan Love after all this. We're going to call him.
Dan Love, you're getting more famous every day. We look forward to seeing you here. We look forward to seeing you cross-examined on the stand, Mr. Dan Love. Absolutely. So that's what you got to look forward to, my friend. I say that with tongue in cheek.
Good point. Trying to keep my mouth shut.
Not guilty. There we go. That's what we're going to have, folks.
Absolutely.
Look at it. Pay attention. Not guilty again. Yeah. So everybody, okay, that's the latest. I'm going to sign off here. Please, everybody, share this. And those that can get here, see, we got all kinds of supporters. They drive by all day honking horns. We just wish they would park and get out here with us. The naysayers, we had the anti-protesters were here earlier. They're gone now. So we don't have to worry about getting in any fisticuffs. So please come on out. God bless everybody. I know John Lamb's going to be coming out here pretty soon, and he's going to give a a more detailed follow-up on everything because he's been in there. He's been in the court. We're seeing people going back in now. This will let you know. Okay. Yeah, be ready for John Lamb around noon. He will be back out. God bless everybody. Love you all.